We'll continue to track Boeing, but in the meantime, IBM has launched Rapid Supplier Connect, a blockchain based solution to help battle medical supply chain shortages due to COVID-19. The network will help government agencies and healthcare organizations identify new non traditional suppliers who have pivoted to address the shortage of equipment, devices, and supplies needed for COVID-19 relief efforts. Joining us now is Jason Kelly, IBM General Manager of Blockchain Services. Great to have you here with us today. So, walk us through how blockchain is being applied to COVID-19 relief efforts.
First, great to be with you today. And then also, our thoughts and prayers are out to everyone who's been impacted by COVID-19. As we think about the normal supply chain, which is what we're seeing as the challenge, this normal supply chain has always had challenge with visibility of that trace and track from beginning to end, from source to receiver. However, now in this current environment, we see where we have non-traditional suppliers and buyers, where you have an apparel maker now making PPE, you have a car manufacturer making ventilators. And the challenge is taking these non-traditional buyers and suppliers and matching want to have. And with a blockchain network where you have this indelible ledger to say who those people are, what they have, and validate what they have, and then match the have with the want, you have an outcome of matching very securely and very safely the need to the want with a quickness, and that's what's most important.
Can you give us a little bit more specifics on that? What are the unique resources your company is providing to both those suppliers and buyers to help them get that equipment to those who need it the most quickly?
We think about the value of any network or the players in the network, and already we have partnerships with Dun and Bradstreet doing this validation verification, Thomson Reuters joining us, as well as Northwell Health, the largest healthcare provider in New York. So when you think of those players coming together in this network with the transparency and trust brought by blockchain, that is a wonderful resource to bring to bear on this challenge in this crisis.
And what have you seen as some of the biggest challenges of getting these newly made personal protective equipments into the hands of buyers?
Well, as I mentioned, it's this thought of trust. You have a non-traditional buyer and supplier first trying to make that match, which typically may take days, weeks, and even months in going through an approval process. Well, with this new capability of quick validation and knowing that once they're validated, they can transact, that shortens that time. Also, the thought that this understanding of what the PPE is, where you say you have masks available, yet when it comes time to deliver those masks, they're nowhere to be found. These challenges of trust and transparency of what is actually there and what can be delivered to whom is now solved. This shortens this very what could be a long process into one that can be now and immediate.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jason, we're going to have to leave it there. That's Jason Kelly, IBM General Manager of Blockchain Services.